Good day, Dr. Lam. My name is Alvin. So after revealing the incident on cyber attack with SingHealth, I managed to identify the 5 different contributing factors that contribute to the attack. So the first factor will be the use of outdated software. SingHealth actually made use of outdated Microsoft Outlook with poor filtering of phishing emails. So that's actually the first factor. The second factor will be phishing emails. Employees are not trained to identify such emails. Some of them even click on the malicious links and attachments, which open up entry point for malware to take over the entire system remotely. And the third contributing factors will be the use of poor password, which give hacker an advantage to gain access to the system and information that by right general public shouldn't. Hacker can make use of things like brute force algorithm to break into the account easily. So the fourth contributing factors will be poor management of data storage. SingHealth have the habit of storing their information within the shared folder. Information include patient details. So, which is why during an attack at the front end workstation, the hacker is able to get access of the highly sensitive information. And the fourth contributing factors will be, the last contributing factor will be the lack of urgency. SingHealth employees actually notice unusual activities within the database that involve large amount of data. They also notice like multiple failed login attempts, but they didn't actually report to a higher end or their manager. Even the security incident manager, they failed to report the incident promptly when they realized something is not right. So all these actually contribute to the result in losing large amount of patient data in year 2017 to year 2018. So if I'm actually the IT leader, I will attend to the incident in 4 different areas. The first area will be employees. Second will be IT infrastructure. Third will be IT software. The final one will be cyber practices at a company level. So for employees, I'll make sure that all my staff know what to do, how to detect cyber threats. So in the event with phishing emails, they know they first will have to verify the sender, the source of the email, where is it coming from, and to look out for malicious content and to avoid accessing the material. They should also know how to safeguard their company issue items, like for example, laptops. They should cable lock the laptop to a fixture, log out from workstations when they're away from their desk, even so when they're working in an environment with public coming in and out. For example, SingHealth, employees are working in hospital or clinic, so they face the risk of their company issue items being stolen, or they also face the risk of having patients accessing the system without their permission. Companies should also conduct annual cyber quiz or tests to make sure that their employees are aware of what to do in the event when there's a cyber attack or potential attack. Companies should also remind their employees that they shouldn't connect their personal devices like mobile phone, thumb drive, or hard disk to company workstations or laptops. That will introduce virus or malware. Okay, so for the area on IT infrastructure, I believe that companies should always practice this because they need to segregate network that house their database, server, and system. By doing so, in the event when there's an attack, one network is down, the remaining network will be able to support your operations and your business will not be disrupted. This will also serve as a disaster recovery plan to make sure that while you are trying to fix and recover the affected network, the remaining network will be able to support you. And also to segregate your network that contains sensitive data, to isolate it away from internet access, because this will reduce the risk and avoid hacker from accessing the information via through internet. So on the third area on IT software, companies should always use licensed software provided by registered companies. They should also constantly conduct like patching and update of software to resolve vulnerabilities that will lead to future exploitations. So in the final area on cyber practices on company level, companies should list out all the roles and responsibilities, who to access what. So based on that, they can grant the access. And for employees that shouldn't access highly sensitive data, they shouldn't be granted the permission. And they should also conduct like regular network analysis, monitoring, or penetration tests to see if their network is in good condition, any like unfamiliar IP address trying to access, things like that. They should also assign someone as the commissioner officer to carry out all these responsible duties. So in conclusion, all these are only my suggested solution based on the consideration mentioned within the Cybersecurity Act 2018. Whether or not this set of solution is good or not, I think company can also engage external vendor to conduct annual audit. So with that, I would like to end my sharing. Thank you very much for hearing.